Hi there, I'm Holly McDonald with the Costa Mesa Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities that make Costa Mesa such a great place to live. Today I'm with Bill Carter of Bill's Ski and Snowboard. Bill, thanks for being here. You are a huge part of Costa Mesa culture, so excited to have you.
Love the community.
Yeah, so why don't you fill everybody in? If they don't know who you are, what your shop is, they've been living under a rock probably, but go ahead and fill them in.
Well, let's see. I started working at a place called Sports Warehouse. It was on Bristol. Learned how to work on skis. Me and my friend would ride our bikes around after school, and we found a little shop on Mesa Verde that just did rentals, and ended up telling we made a lot more money than we did. And she hired both of us, so um, that worked out that I worked for them for a couple of years. And then they moved to Seattle, so had the option of buying the equipment. So then I changed it from that ski shop to Phil's ski shop, and that was in '82. And we've just kind of been growing and growing. Just have a wonderful community that uh, embraces us, and it's a great environment to work in. Everybody's happy. They're all doing fun stuff. So it's been, before it didn't snow, they didn't make snow, so
Yeah.
you didn't have business. So now we can make snow and guarantee your Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I think what's so interesting too is that Costa Mesa, Orange County, everybody thinks of the beach, but there is such a crossover between people that go to the beach and they go, for the surf and enjoy the activities, and those going to the mountains and wanting to ski and snowboard.
Right. Of course, the challenge is always like snowboard or ski, and then come home and go surf, one day. So a lot of people try to do that to get that merit badge.
Have you done that?
I haven't, but because I'm too busy here.
Taking care of all of you.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, it's as far as the location is wonderful. I love Costa Mesa. I grew up here. Um, when I was a kid, it was all open fields. We rode our motorcycles. I raced motocross professionally, and I didn't ski until high school. And then in high school, I started skiing. It was a good crossover. I could hit a bump, miss a bump, hit a bump, miss a bump, so, and so yeah, it's been great. Went to the local schools, and you went to Davis, and then you crossed the field to Mesa, and then you crossed the street to OCC. And so been always in this area, always lived.
And it sounds like you've always been into activities and whatnot.
Yeah, I like fun stuff,
Yeah.
motorcycle, skiing, boarding, anything with a little element of danger.
Okay. Do you have a preference over skiing versus snowboarding?
The skiing, when snowboarding first started, the ski companies had the technology to make the skis that they have now, which are hourglass shape.
Mhm.
So now you, instead of taking a long ski, that's a wood ski, bending it to make the turn, you just, because of the shape of the side cut, push on your toe and they turn.
Mhm.
So they were getting hurt with snowboarding coming in, and the skiing was dropping off. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden they switched their skis, finally retooled all their machines, and then slowly that trend has come back to now where a lot of snowboarders want to ski. So you can go higher on the mountain, bigger trips,
Okay.
stuff. But and the conditions are like if it's a powder day, I don't want the board. If it's a hard pack morning, I want to ski. So it's nice to be able to do both. And I had a little kid on the lift go, "Wow, I hope when I'm your age I can do both." I was like 30.
I want to be 30 again. That's what we all say. Yeah, so that's amazing. So I want to know a little bit more about what makes your shop special, not just in Costa Mesa, but throughout the whole area, really.
Well, we just really customer service, customer service, customer service. We just kind of go out of our way, make sure everybody's questions are answered because they're new to the sport.
Yeah.
A lot of places will say, "Oh, if they're renting, here's your booth, here's your board, thank you." And it's like, hey, I'll get on the carpet and give them a little lesson and teach them the basics, the
Yeah.
secret to snowboarding so you're not just failing. And there's some little tips and stuff like that, how to use the equipment. how to get to the mountain, which mountain would be best for them, where they're going, what time they have, things like that.
Yeah.
Just really making the whole experience a good one.
Yeah. I mean, in our area, obviously, Big Bear is one of the closer, larger mountains. I know some people go up to Mammoth. I mean,
Right.
where else do you see people going?
Right. Well, it's like a quick trip. You got mountain hiking,
Hmm.
which is no mountain driving, which my wife prefers, especially with my driving. But um, it's nice, and with Big Bear, it's nice if you can spend a night too. You know.
Yeah.
And, there's the nice Airbnb that are affordable.
Yeah.
You get a few people in on it. Now with the gas prices, um, I think I might even try to do a thing where people can carpool and sign up on a list or an app where they can meet here and join up to share the expenses.
That's really smart. I mean, I feel like there is a like close-knit community of people that do enjoy going to the mountains,
Yeah.
especially even just right here.
Right. Yeah.
You can connect them. That would be another bonus.
Yeah. So we're hoping to offer something like that. We did it out in the past, and it was really
Awesome. And then, so with ski season fast approaching, what can people expect if they come here to see you, or what sort of extra services do you offer?
well. We are a full rental shop. That's what we started as, rental repair. We just updated all our equipment, everything in state-of-the-art machinery. The techs that work on the equipment are well knowledge, well versed. The people that work on this side is with everything. We have a retail side that is very popular now. Again, customer service. Just want to make sure people get into the right food, the right feedback. Good fight.
Yeah. No, I think that's really important. And actually, one of the things you said before, I just was thinking back on it, but how because you've been such a staple, like how long has your shop been in business?
Since 82, so about 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years, 41 years. So you've been around for a while, so you know a lot of the people and the families that like keep returning.
Fourth generation. So my kids, my first customer, now their kid, now we're already on their kid. With
Amazing.
our leasing program, we get the equipment for the whole season, take it in October, bring it back in June.
Mhm.
It's like $170.
Oh my gosh.
79. And anytime during the season, they can switch out the boot size because we're growing.
Good.
So when you buy for kids, I would just see people, they buy the skis, buy the boots,
Yeah.
dump a lot of money, and 3 weeks, a month later, the boots don't fit.
Yeah.
And you got to get another pair of boots, have the bindings remounted,
Yeah.
and that's costing again and again. And so this way they can grow in their equipment, and it really works out well.
That's a really good point. I mean, I have kids and I know I feel like their feet size are changing every like month. So
Right.
Yeah.
I always tell them, buy new shoes, check your boots. You know.
yeah, that's really cool. Well, I'm sure with being on the fourth generation, obviously you know people lots of places or they know you. And also I was going to say that it's just really nice that you're a small shop. Like I mean, you're big, but you're not, like the Home Depot of
Not corporate.
yeah. And so
We're anti-corporate.
just like you were saying before we started recording, that your shop has kind of withstood the test of time. Other larger shops, larger chains have gone to the wayside, and yet here you still are. Like it goes to show that the customer service and the quality really.
Yeah, benefited from each of their failures. I've benefited by their equipment and catapulting the business. So yeah, it's been really a great thing. I don't take for granted the friends that I've made. I've had so many people help me. They come in and they don't even want to get paid. They just like the environment and they help do waxes or something. And they come in, they learn, and then I hire them, and they're working. So, a lot of my employees have been customers.
Okay.
And, the moms, they're always like, oh, my son's ready to start working. Speaking of son, this is my son, Braden. This is Holly.
Nice to meet you, Holly.
So, Braden.
Too.
What? Yeah, snowboard.
Oh, cool. To get it on the family line one day.
Well, he's grooming. Got a new truck payment, so I got him committed for a while now. So we're hoping he's really good at the computer side and knows the equipment and everything. So
Yeah, I grew up with it. So obviously you were born and raised here. This is, what you know. But for anybody that might be thinking about moving to Southern California, Orange County, Costa Mesa, what would you want to share with them about what makes the community, someplace that they might want to follow?
Well, I'm really fortunate that it's a seasonal business, although now we work through the summer quite a bit. But I'm able to go on vacation, but I'm always happy to come home. Number one, of course, is weather.
Yep.
I've never gone anywhere else. Florida's close, it's nice, but it's humid. Other places, I like the snow, but not all the time. I don't want to shovel it. It's like always coming home is a breath of fresh air, especially with the community here. It's just got the beaches.
Yeah.
Kind of why Hollywood started here. All kinds of movies.
Yeah.
Now it's about
Yeah, and I liked what you were saying earlier too about the, just the ability to be able to be in the mountains in the morning and then back on the beach surfing in the evening. It's possible here to do all of that.
right. A lot of my friends will surf in the morning, get in the car, and go ride the hill, and then come home.
That's so amazing. No, we are very lucky to live where we live.
Blessed.
Yeah. Yeah, Costa Mesa is a great place. We're really lucky to have you here. And
Well, with the city council thing, as far as governing the Costa Mesa, I think they do a good job. I'm not into politics, but just a good community. People are nice. A lot of kids, a lot of families come here.
yeah,
I'm trying to get here. And the real estate is kind of hard right now, I'm sure, but that goes up and down, I guess.
it does. I mean, I think that what people need to understand is that like we live in an area where there is a lot of active lifestyle, which is nice. Like people don't always think about that when they're thinking about where they want to live. And like just what is the culture? We have a lot of skating, we have a lot of surfing, we have a lot of motocross, we have a lot of snowboarding. All of that's kind of part of the scene, specifically in Costa Mesa, that you might not even find in other parts of Orange County or Southern California.
Like my friend's mom was the first employee for Quicksilver.
Okay, yeah,
So Costa Mesa has been known for starting clothing brands. You got Burley, Billabong, Quicksilver. So it's just that side of town is just your start out there,
Yeah.
you're gonna make it. Yeah.
that's a really good point. And I just wanted to ask you if you don't mind. I mean, you said you grew up here and everything, so you've seen there's been a lot of growth. I mean, I've been here 15 years and it's grown a lot. So what do you think of the growth? I mean, do you think it benefits the community?
I think I see Irvine just putting in massive condo complexes, and
Uh-huh.
I just wonder, where they're gonna. If they all go to work or home at the same time, it's gotta be a mess. But they've done some development on the other side of Costa Mesa, which is more, I think, affordable, and I think it's maybe entry level for people that get their roots here.
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of time for something clicks and you find something. You want to live here, you can make it work.
Yeah. I mean, there's really almost no, this may be the closest place you can live in Orange County to the beach and be able to get something affordable. And affordable, I use that in air quotes because it's still very expensive here. But when you look at what real estate goes for on the beach, it's millions.
Yeah, right. That's your grandfathered in with your family and most unobtainable, but you can visit it. You can hang out there. So it is a great place. Just like you say, the lifestyle. If people need to think about their mental health, and things that they can do. Just make it in the world today. It's tough out there.
Yeah.
So this is like an escape for a lot of people. It's a good, and I like the part that it brings the families together.
Yeah.
So the families get to go on a trip, just bond while they're there.
Yeah.
The cell phones are in the pockets, they're not on the lift with the cell phone.
Yeah.
It's just, I really like that part.
Yeah, I'm so glad you touched upon the seasonal rentals. I mean, I think a lot of people may not be aware of that. I wasn't aware of it. I know anytime I've gone skiing, I've just rented there.
Right.
It's you're always like, oh wow, it's so much money, you know? And
When you're out there, you're spending an hour or two in the line on your day. You want to be on the hill.
yeah,
And then if you get the right equipment, great. But then you're paying 3 times more than what I charge.
yeah,
And then, you know, it's just inconvenience on the day you're supposed to have fun.
yeah.
We keep the price low, give them a free day to take it, bring it back. You know, and, a lot of places charge a lot, but I have raised my price in probably 20 years.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's a secret.
Yeah.
Well, it's great that you cater to basically all ages, all ranges, and you can even help give them a little bit of like instruction so that they're not so freaked out if it's their first time going to the mountain.
Right. It's like you wouldn't sell someone a motorcycle and just go, have fun. You know, say, hey, do you know the right one? You know, it's just customer service and just, you know, helping them out. You know, they'll take videos of their kids while I'm pushing them on the ground. It's a fun environment.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for what you do for the community. Where can people find you in physical location? And if you have anywhere online you want to send
Yeah,
people?
my physical address is actually my back door, which you can come in, but we're at Fairview Baker, right behind DK Donuts. And online, we're on all the major platforms. And philskiandboard.com is our website. There's a lot of good information on there. We're on Instagram, YouTube, and not on
I bet there's a lot of great YouTube videos. Well, when I put out this, quest to find people for the podcast, I did get an overwhelming response about you and your shop. So that says a lot. Yeah, you've obviously impacted the community and people thought of you when they thought of Costa Mesa. So again, thank you so much.
Yeah, very humble on that because you know, I don't think I'm special in any way, but I just really enjoy the people.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ollie. I've enjoyed this.